Welcome to part 2 of this video. If you haven't seen part 1, kindly check the video description for a link to it. That's where we began the discussion on how to bypass a washing machine water level sensor. The next method to bypass a washing machine water level is to install a water hose. This method is ingenious but requires that you get your hands dirty. Also, it will only work for a top-load washing machine. First, there are materials that you will need to buy. Materials needed: 6-foot water hose, a splitter, plastic hose caps. This solution involves installing an alternative water hose to supply the water you need for your washing. It completely bypasses the entire water level switch and pressure systems. First, turn off the hot and cold taps that supply water to your machine. Then connect the splitter to the cold or hot water tap supply, depending on which water temperature you use for your washing cycle. Ensure that the splitter you buy has a screw in its primary channel. You will need to screw the splitter to your hot or cold water tap so it fits properly. That done, connect the normal wash cycle water hose to one of the 2 splitter channels. Then, connect the 6-foot hose to the other channel of the splitter. The 6-foot hose should be channeled to the washtub. This won't be possible in a front-load washing machine, which is why this method is only suitable for a top-load washer. After the connections are well made, the new 6-foot water hose can be opened using the valve at the splitter. When your washing machine fills up your washtub with water, open the valve to allow extra water flow through the 6-foot hose. This way you can always have your desired water level for your washing needs. You don't have to worry a bit about the pressure sensors in your high-efficiency machine. When the 6-foot water hose is not in use, cover it with the hose cover, to ensure it remains clean. Bypassing the factory default rinse water fill level. Some machines are designed to have a lower water level in the rinse cycle than in the wash cycle. This is usually part of an effort to conserve energy. Sometimes, it is a feature mandated by the government to curb energy usage. Unfortunately, sometimes the water level for the rinse cycle just won't do. Luckily, there is a way to bypass this setting. Typically, the water level during the rinse stage is controlled by a pressure switch that can be identified behind the control panel of the washing machine. In some models, the pressure switch for the rinse cycle is not adjustable with a knob. So, in such models, the water level in the rinse cycle is always kept fixed and kept at a low level. Before the control panel is opened to unveil the rinse cycle pressure switch, ensure the machine is disconnected from the mains. The pressure switch has a plunger with a screw attached to it. And there is a fixed plastic switch regulator in the pressure switch. This regulator can be moved between 2 positions. Each position either shifts the plunger into the housing or shifts it outwards from the housing. To move this regulator, the plunger is pressed in. This releases the pressure between the plunger and the regulator. The regulator can now be adjusted to raise the water level in the rinse cycle. Usually, this has to be the position where the regulator fixes the plunger deeper into the housing. After this adjustment is made, the water level in the rinse cycle will be increased. Samsung washing machines. We have considered how to adjust the water level of top-load washing machines so far. For this method, it is applied to many Samsung high-efficiency front-load washers. Many of such Samsung models notoriously dispense very little washing water. It turns out, however, that it can easily be fixed. Firstly, ensure that your washing machine is disconnected from the mains. Next, use a screwdriver to unscrew the top of your washing machine set. Keep the cover away safely. Very close to the control panel of the washing machine, you will locate a pressure switch. It will have a tube pass over it. You will need to loosen the noose around the tube to clearly expose the pressure switch. Next, identify a simple screw connected to the diaphragm of the pressure switch. This pressure switch is different from the pressure switches that have plunged as previously described in other methods. To adjust this screw, use a screwdriver to tighten it. Tighten the screw a little, put on the unit, and observe how high the water level goes. You might have to keep tightening the screw until you observe your desired water level. Once the adequate water level is reached, replace the top of the machine and screw it back in place. Your washing machine is now ready to be used. We're sure you've found the right answer to your question and have increased your washing machine knowledge. Just before you go, we'd appreciate it if you subscribe to our channel and then turn on the notification icon. That way, you'll always be notified when we post a new video. For more information on washing machines, do visit our website, www.zimwashingmachines.com.